Hello, welcome to my weekly bias video on the dollar index, which is the dollar. Yeah, so I'm bullish dollar. Um, Last week we hit these targets that I was looking at. Yeah, but I didn't manage to capitalize the whole move. I got out on Thursday after hitting this Monday target. I didn't want to be too greedy, and I got out here, and then the market continued up to here. I had a few runners left. Market continued up to here, and then yeah, that's where we closed on the week. My main targets are here. I believe that market is capable to go up to this level, and yeah, I don't know if we can hit this level this week. It's quite ambitious, but it's possible. I don't think it's impossible. But yeah, that's the next target I'm aiming at after taking out this. Um, After hitting this weekly level, I expected some sort of retracement, which we are seeing now. And yeah, after hitting this weekly level, I expected some sort of retracement because the market has been really bullish for the past 2 weeks. So I expect some sort of retracement. We are seeing that now on Monday. Uh, the Monday candle that formed right here uh, showed some bearishness. Personally, I was aiming for this Friday low right here. I was aiming to take out this Friday low before I start to think of any bullish price action or bullish ideas. This is what I was aiming at. This is what I was aiming at. Um, yeah, I was aiming to take out this Friday low, and then probably take out this Friday low into these two FEGs, and then probably give us a H4 market structure shift, and then maybe proceed upwards. Yeah, this is what I was aiming at. So I'm still bullish. Yeah, despite the fact that I'm expecting a retracement, and yesterday I was in the market trying to look for retracement for a bearish trade to this low, but I failed to get a position. So yeah, this is my there's nothing much I can pick up from the daily. Apart from this, mainly, there are other ideas, but the main thing is that we're bullish. I don't see anything much. So to proceed to the 4 hour, this is what the 4 hour chart is looking at. So before I go any further, uh, first of all, my go to setup is the H4 market structure shift. For me, it is my A plus. It is my bread and butter setup. And usually after high big high time frame PDRs being hit, I like to see an H4 market structure shift, then I trade in the direction of that market structure shift. A good example I can show you was the trade I took last week, which we saw right here, the H4 market structure shift from right here. Yeah. And then at the break of this, I entered my first position. And then the market retraced a bit. Then at the break of this, I entered a second position, and my first TP was here, this this level, uh, this level right here. My first TP was right here, and then my second TP was here. After taking out this, I took most of my positions, I left runners, and then the market continued. What prompted me to go for this bullish was for this bullish trade. I wanted to see market tap into the FEG, but we didn't see it tap into this FVG, but for me, because I was already like biased to bullish, when the H4 came, I just entered. Yeah. So that was my trade last week. So back to the H4. Uh, Someone can argue that this little high right here, and then this low, and then the market did this, and that at the break of this, that this is an H4 market structure shift. Someone can argue that, but the thing with it is, I'm not so sure about this one, because typically I want to see clear formation of the market structure shift, right? Here we are using wicks, which is this is a high and this is a low. So technically that's true, but I like to see, these candles forming. So if maybe this was a red candle that formed, you know, a low here, probably. So I'm still a bit not too convinced about that. However, an interesting idea for bears is after hitting this weekly level that we showed, yeah, which is a strong level. Usually these weekly levels are strong. These levels, it's there highlighted on a weekly, it's there highlighted on a daily. After hitting this level, usually, apart from expecting a retracement, sometimes the market can reverse like outrightly. So yeah, I think the idea of a bearish reversal is there from this level right here. Yeah, and then maybe start framing bearish ideas targeting these lows. Yeah, and also you can see the general action that we're having since the weekly chart open. We are having this was an H4 that maybe was, yeah, it was covered, and then we formed FVGs of on the bearish leg, and then we see some sort of reaction happening right now of the same FVG, this 4 FVG. Yeah, we're seeing some reaction happening of those levels, but I'm not yet too convinced because I'm very bullish. And as I told you, I was targeting Friday low, this low right here, the Friday low, to turn bullish. So for me, this isn't such a big move to change my bias. And yeah, so here I've opened the 4 hour and the 1 hour chart side by side so that we can discuss further about some of these ideas. So as I said, the Friday low, I expected to take it out before it turned bullish because I was expecting some sort of retracement after hitting such a strong level, which is the retracement that we are seeing. We saw this nice H4 hammer candle forming yesterday in London, and then the market dropped. Market dropped aggressively, and we are seeing that this H4 is still pushing market lower. But for me personally, I think the reason why, for example, that H4 FEG is working is because it's very rare to see days that just open and then the market just goes up. Usually, you want to see a day forming a lower week in the daily before the market goes up, and this is barely a week. The day opened right here, and then this is barely a week. Personally, I'm thinking that the market maybe it jumped up for some reason, and then it's coming out to take out these Asia lows, yeah, before we see the market bounce back up. Personally, I'll be watching that high, this high, which is there even on the H4. If we are breaking that high before we break this low, this low and this low, if maybe this candle maybe stops here and then the next candle takes out this high, I'll be looking for bulls. I'll be looking for bullish ideas. Yeah, but still, we could play off this FVG. The market comes lower, takes out Monday's low, takes out Friday's low before we can turn bullish. The only way I will be bearish this week is if we come and take out Monday's low and then take out Friday's low and then close bearish after taking out this low. If we close, today is Tuesday 17th. If we close bearish today, like significantly, maybe even with H4 FVGs forming here, I'll be thinking that probably we're bearish for like sometimes I'll be aiming for these lows right here, this and this, but I'm still heavily bullish. Also, a point to note in the 1 hour, we got the first indication of bullish price action. Right there, we can see an H1 market structure shift forming with such a strong candle. This strong candle was uh, reversed, and then we saw some other bullish momentum right here, and then the market is reacting of those FVGs. So the market reacting of this FVG for me is not a strong sign of bearishness because we didn't take out Asia low. If maybe the market opened and maybe it started by taking out this Asia low before going up, it took out this Asia low and went lower, and then it went higher, took out this level to form an H1 market structure shift, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, the market reacts off that FVG and goes lower, I would start thinking that that's a bit sus, and I'll probably be thinking maybe the market wants to be bearish. But this for me is not abnormal. The fact that we are hitting this level and we're getting downward pressure to come take out this Asia low, for me, I think that's normal behavior. Like, it's not too abnormal. Yeah. So basically, yeah, that's my bias for this week. Bullish dollar. Uh, yeah, I'm looking for probably market to bounce off this Asia if we get probably a bullish engulfer, bullish hammer towards the open of New York. Maybe I'll start looking for bullish ideas. Or if maybe the market wants to go drop lower, I'll let it. I won't engage with it until I see what it wants to do after taking out the Friday low. But personally, I even have a feeling that it might not reach that. Maybe it's probably going to go a bit lower and then reverse in New York. I'll be looking for bullish ideas. If it reverses in New York, I'll be looking for that. But for the total confirmation, is the market taking out this high before taking out these lows. If the market stops somewhere here and runs and takes out this high before taking out these lows, I think I'll be entering bullish. Yeah, other than that, I'll update this further.